what goes on a Tuesday. If you were just tuning in to this live stream or VOD or video on YouTube, I've been live for almost 30 minutes now. You can see my dialogue to myself over here. Basically, talking about what I was doing. And basically, I wanted to mess with my bit rate again, because if you've been watching parts 1 through 6 of this playthrough, she's looking a little shoddy. Okay? The frames are dropping and nobody's picking them up. So, sorry, I'm trying to get my leg comfortable. So I'm like, I want to troubleshoot and figure this out, but I don't want to do it while I'm like progressing in the story and constantly pausing and like messing with it and not paying attention. So I wanted to dedicate some time before I move forward with today's stream to push. I couldn't do any like deep troubleshooting, but I wanted to see how far I could push the bit rate so that it doesn't look completely like crap. Hello, V Davy 2015. Welcome. But yeah, just talking about how I'm trying to see how high up I can get the bit rate where it doesn't look too pixelated and also isn't freezing constantly. And I think I found a nice little sweet spot. Hopefully it stays there and we don't have any issues. And that's the hope. And that's the prayer. So we move ahead. And hopefully the rest of the playthrough looks better, because I'm so tired of it. So tired. Okay. Excuse my zhuzhing of my hair. The puffier it gets, the harder it is to make it look like cute with these headphones. Okay. Let's get it started. And here, whatever Black Eyed Peas said. Okay. Yeah, so 30 minutes ago, I basically opened like an old save, and literally just the save I did like a little while ago. Before the last big battle, before we're here at this point in the game. And I think I found a good spot where all of the Ifrit fire and clashing does not look like a bunch of pixelated parts. Okay, anyway, moving ahead now to where we are in the story as of right now. So, our current chapter is called, The Gathering Storm. So, if you're just tuning in, 5 years have passed since we last saw Clive and at the Mother Crystal, Drake's Head, that mission that they did. Sid is dead, R.I.P. Sid. Clive is the new Sid. Basically took on his name to preserve his legacy, but also kind of have a cover while they continue their mission of freeing the bearers, and we're about to move forward with destroying Mother Crystals. And yeah, we're kind of in a new hideaway as well, because Hugo Kupka, aka Titan's Dominant, is out here running rampant looking for Sid, because Sid is the reason why Benedict is dead. Like, he can't get over it. That was 5 years ago, bro. Get over it. She didn't even like you like that. But he doesn't care. He killed all or most of the bearers that were inside the old hideaway. And now we have a new hideaway in the middle of these waters. It's a bigger one. And this is our base, our new base of operations now. So as it stands right now, we're kind of just reconvening and figuring out what to do next as we try to destroy the mother crystals and eventually destroy Hugo Kupka, because it's us or him, because he's trying to find us, but we have to get him first, and that's how it goes. The Gathering Storm. Excuse my horrible British accent that I have been putting on this whole time. With all eyes focused on the crystalline dominion, the fringes have begun to slowly fall into disarray as rumors of unspeakable atrocities abound. To make matters worse, a trusted ally and friend to man and bearer alike, Martha, has gone missing from her inn. So that's our next thing right now, is to find Martha. Apparently she's gone missing. This is our room. So let's see if we can find her. I keep messing with my microphone. I do all the time. Because sometimes I want it right in front of me, sometimes I don't.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new one.
Okay. Wait, is there anything to do in here?
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Going purse weighing you down.
These things are new. And expensive. Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Oh, cool. Increases limit break generation amount by 3% when dealing damage. Increases limit break 6%. Not worth it.
Is that all?
I will admit, like, the difficulty I have this game set at, it doesn't really require me to do much with my equipment to survive. Except make sure that I can evade automatically. That's it. Because I need that. Vivian Ninetails
My favorite pupil
is our resident political analyst, if you will. She knows about the state of the realm.
How may I help you today?
And so this is how we know about the goings-on.
I have the details here.
The Grand Cast lets you know inner voice. Oh, it's a new feature. I don't remember this. And all new features now accessible by pressing this button while viewing the Grand Cast in Vivian's map room. Inner voice affords you a window into both Clive's heart and the hearts of those he has encountered on his journey. After opening the feature, select a character to hear their innermost thoughts. Oh. Interesting. I cannot. Oh, you don't get to actually hear their voice. It just shows the shows it in writing, I guess. I cannot disappoint his lordship. So that was Sir Wade and Rosaria. That's how he feels about Joshua. And how all of them feel about Sir Wade. I think. No, that's his thoughts about all of these people. I don't think she likes me. Okay. And then Clive Rosefield, how he feels. I guess young Clive Rosefield. Aw, she doesn't love me. Aw, that's sad. That's how he feels about his mother. There's no man greater, my one and only brother, my best friend, part of the family. My trusty tutor, a trusty young blood, a reliable older head, my faithful steed. Joshua's inner voice. I don't have what it takes to keep our people safe. I know I can always count on you. She always makes me feel better. He's so funny. She can be scary, but it's only because she loves me. I don't want to disappoint him. He's very strong. And she's warm when you hold her. We have Jill Warwick. I wish the current peace could last forever. He's very kind and strong. He's such a naughty boy. I'm sure you'll be fine. He's always nice to me. I hate the way she looks at me. He's good at fighting. She's very pretty. Okay. And now we can move forward. So this is after Joshua is believed dead. I couldn't save him. He's gone. I hope she's safe in Rosalith, my brother's killer. I hope she's safe. Please be safe. I lost sight of him. What became of him? What became of him? She saved my life. I won't. So, death in the defiles. This was present day in the beginning of the game. I won't let you kill her. I couldn't save him. I didn't know it was you. How could it be? There's so much to read because there's more characters. I killed her too. This was when he was like, I'm a monster and I deserve to die. And then it's my work is not done yet. I have to find him. Sheesh, there's so many inner thoughts to keep track of. Like, what? Oh, he'll abandon me like all the rest. He sort of protect me. Effing dog. Don't you dare pity me. See, she didn't like him. Such a fool. Such a fool. And literally all he cares about is her. I only care about Clive's thoughts and Jill's thoughts. What is he indeed? We don't know. Oh, the way his thoughts about Jill are changing. I could not do this without her. So this is right now. Your legacy shall live on. He's out there somewhere. I still don't know who or what he really is. You will pay for what you've done, so we're going after him. And these are our side characters here. So, our allies, and then this is an overview of the situation across Felicia, which I don't understand a thing about this map. Not one bit. Whatever.
The state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
So that inner thoughts is interesting. I like that. It's also kind of sad.
If you need volunteers, just say the word.
When sad things happen.
Now, man, when it comes to the old fisticuffs.
Of course.
Well, let's catch up with the Moogle. Oh, not yet. Okay, so this will eventually be our like quest board. But not yet. Not
What
yet.
do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing.
Oh,
If she's fallen
missing.
into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Okay. Find the curse breakers. Oh, we have a side quest. I was wondering. And who, pray tell,
Welcome back, Sid.
is this?
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tet does our lemon tarts.
They love to talk about
It might
Tet and his
stave
lemon
off the lot
tarts.
For a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Cork and Bowl. This is the name of the side quest. Okay. Let's skedaddle. Okay. Although we are to go to Martha's Rest for the main quest, we are going to go here for the side quest. Oh, everything looks gross now. Oh my god. 5 years later. Wait. Whoa. I almost followed the red.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Plants do, apparently.
Over here! Get him!
Got our
Can't
picture
imagine
wax.
Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Complete. Okay, I think that's all we have for now. If we open the world map, it should show a green indicator if there's even like anything going on in these other areas, but there is not. So we go to Martha's Rest.
What happened here?
Oh.
Come on. We need to find the others.
It was pillaged.
Fucking Imperials. Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. Let's get you to a physics.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
We're culling. How disgusting. Claydemont
Cole is
Abbey.
right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
I just remembered what's going to happen. I think.
Over here! Attack! Sicker! Go for it! This one!
Are just blech. That's the blight.
Look. Up ahead.
Wait. It's Martha.
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields,
The Black-
that's what happened.
The Black Shields.
The Black Shields.
Right.
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
We should have split up.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There's
Yes.
only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
It's his mother. She's crazy. I think. Pretty sure she's responsible somehow.
Over here!
Company.
It's over. This one.
Oh no.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh.
No.
They look all deformed
Damn it.
and petrified.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness us that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Oh,
This won't take long.
we're angry. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Let's try.
Get him.
Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
In here. Oi.
Found her.
The abbot.
Damn.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue.
Yeah, so these black shields are
Those
killing
areas will never be safe
bears.
unless
Calling
we save
bears. And
Tell Mother to beg his aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
there's some atrocities about to occur.
In here. We found a survivor.
Well,
Clive.
no longer. He turned.
He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Arthur said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
So we release their ashes. Essentially, their dust or whatever. Perform the casting. That's what it's called. What are you? Oh, wait. Oh. Hold on. I have a memory. I have a memory. It just came back to me. I need to save. Just in case. Just in case it gets bad. Right. Well, we've even talked about bounty quests. Oh no!
Was it us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has.
I wasn't supposed to encounter this yet. Yeah, we gotta get out of here. Never mind. Wait. Get me out of here. We're not supposed to encounter that guy yet. No. Not yet.
That must be the bridge.
We escape. Too strong for us at this time. Oh wait, here. Scatter remains.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
The pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Oh yeah, let's fast travel.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
Unpicking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, They're in for a rude awakening. Before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Okay. Back to the hideaway. Oh, a new quest available nearby. Hold on. Where? Here's that one. Why has it got a little plus sign?
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Try not to move.
Oi! You there! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any
wait.
chocobos at that.
I know this.
Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did
I know
see.
what this means.
They protect travelers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday.
Oh, excuse me.
And now
I was really tired today.
looking to settle the score. Well, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
What have I picked? I'm not going to do that.
Right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
True.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Let's just say Whiteheart is a bird we know from our past.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
Scorpions. Let's avoid if we can for now.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
I think we're gonna hurt him anyway.
Off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Get rid of this poacher. And this poacher. And this poacher.
Get him. This one. Get him. Get him.
I forgot I have thunder magic, a doy. Don't hit Torgal. Oh, big boy.
Let's try.
Oh yeah, I'm not really good at blind justice. Tis her.
White heart, I presume.
The eye.
Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be.
It's Ambrosia.
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived.
Which means now we can ride Chocoback.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
summit. Summit
No,
like
sorry,
that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
Or whatever
Matter who
Karen
you are,
says.
you done
Summit
right
like
by
that.
me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Quet.
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Yeah, saddled up right. Nice. And protection for the eye.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Treated differently. The white-winged wonder. Chocobo unlocked. Mount up. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia, and X to mount the chocobo. Oh yes. Like so.
Good girl.
Yeah. And we gallop. Or we walk. Or we gallop. Oops, wrong way. Oh, that's how it's done. I don't really know where I'm going. Across this bridge? Yeah. Good girl. And then she just, takes off and does her own thing. Anyway, time to go back to the hideaway.
Where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
Somewhere.
Think it's alright to touch him?
Back, are ya? So, what it be?
11 bolts. Oh, heck yeah.
No scratches, right? That it? Fine.
Nice. Gav.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals. Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle.
His uncle!
Byron Rossfield.
Great
Lord
character.
Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
So Ironhome. And Drake's Breath, which holds painful memories for our dear Jillian. But alas, we must go forth. Otto's counter is now open. Oh yes, side quest galore, side quest galore. The following hideaway facilities are now available. Alliant reports, the Patron's Whisper, the Hunt Board. Completing side quests through Alliot reports or defeating notorious marks found on the hunt board will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
We're waiting for to do some side quests if we can.
There's trouble there. That room's as ragged as...
So Mather's all right.
Yep.
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board.
Oh, right. This is like
It's where
hunting.
the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know? Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Alastia are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
We will indeed try. Okay. Ooh. Excuse me. I feel a sneeze. Ugh. My AC is blasting big time. So I saw that coming. Okay. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted to the hunt board in hopes that fearless heroes such as Clive will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. So we encountered one near Martha's Rest, but it was too high of a level. That one, yeah. So it's like, let's not fight that one if we can. So I believe I left these for like towards the end of the game until I was like a higher level, like a much higher level, that they wouldn't cause any problems. So I think that's what I'm going to do again. And then over here is where we find...
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Regular side quests.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has a toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Come to claim your just desserts?
Okay. Completing side quests or defeating notorious marks will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Renown is not used upon accepting donations and will never diminish. Okay. We got this one.
There you are.
And we got this one.
And yours.
These two have yet to be
Come
unlocked.
again. I may have more for you.
Clive. Quick look.
Oh, we don't have any. Okay.
Think you can help?
I There's something over here. What's that? Oh, fruits of her labors. I wonder if they grow that fruit that they said we could have a first bite of.
That room's as ragged as...
Won't be long now, Martel. See, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off.
Was it Martel?
You see, after she died, and now the fruit's
that's
finally
sad.
ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems
yes, we can.
better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called. In honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
R.I.P. Martel. Alright, let's deliver some apples.
It's not the east. How much water can a flower drink? Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. Explains blacksmith.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
This one? Fabian.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Alright,
Oh,
two
this one's
melts.
so lucky, though.
This guy.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
I have another sneeze. That one had projectile stot. Jesus. That was gross. That was really gross. Okay. It wasn't that bad, but it was quite a bit.
Blimey, these take me back.
I haven't seen a hideaway apples. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards. The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for.
Hey, we get some
They
food.
like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Beautiful. Nice little pleasant quest for once. We're not killing something. Okay, no side quests in here. But if you open the world map, oh, we cannot go anywhere else. That's interesting. Okay. Sure, fine, yeah.
It's not
Inspect. Mobile tendrils. Oh yeah, a lot of those original bearers who we met at the old hideaway were killed. Very sad, very sad.
How much water can a flower drink? Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still.
I'm gonna go this way a lot.
And you say Sid built this place?
Not yet, at least. Can't go down there yet. This is Talia's space.
Once the Dalmecs have laid siege to the Dominion, very little will be leaving Twinside, including the many medicines distilled there.
Treatment diary. Oh, this is when he had his brand removed. Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a... Oh, wait, no, this is different. Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a laceration on his left forearm. I cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest the arm so he could heal, but not an hour later, he was leaving on another mission. This will be the 100th time he says so. Be my instructions. The next time he comes to me for treatment, I'm tying him to the bed. I remember soon we'll have to do a side mission about getting some ingredients for somebody's brand removal surgery, essentially. And that's such a pain. And it's supposed to help, like, with the pain. Because, oh my gosh, it must be horrible.
Others weren't so...
Here for another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn?
No.
Of course.
I just thought there might be something new. I don't know.
One must understand one's place in the world. Very good.
Should we check with Harpocrates? Or maybe later? This is our room, or yeah, that is Harpocrates.
Everyone used to live in the sky.
Nothing new with him.
Where did they get their fish?
Okay, I say we head on to Hawk's Cry Cliff. Let's save first. Oh, let's read about it first. Oh, that was close. I like to read the little description. It's in southern Rosario. From these heathered highlands, one might catch a glimpse of Rosalit Castle and everything else in between. Okay, very short. Short description. Southern Rosario.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We'll face it together then.
To the end.
Torgal in his glowing fur.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Oh, right. Maybe it wasn't Eastpool that had the culling. It was another place here, possibly. It was quite horrible. We'll see it eventually.
Get him! Over here! Get him! Sick him! Attack! Get him! Throw to him!
Yeah, thunder.
Sick him! Get him!
Let's scope the scenery a little bit. Bluebird. They look like a chocobo, but they're apparently evil. Like, what do you mean? Oh, I have another sneeze coming on. Oh dear. Oh, ow, 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 ow. I could go that way. I'm not going to.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
What?
All right, I heard you the first time.
This music
Welcome,
is
stranger.
stressful.
Keep to the roads now.
Stressful music. Youth.
Excuse
What
me.
say you?
But what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be
Sellouts.
jealous as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
But what are they gonna do? They have to protect themselves, I guess. Mayor's wife. What does she know?
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
We're going hunting for outlaws.
I haven't been talking to
Come
people.
along now, before one of the boys starts thinking you're something you're not.
What did those knights want, Father?
I told you to stay in the house. Go on. You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think they was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
Well, what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing.
Tired voice.
I speak for the people of this
the mayor.
village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Or maybe that's the one with the atrocity that I'm thinking of in my head. Charlotte Brock.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Fallen creatures.
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Ooh. Level 26. Oops. Which way are we going? This way? There's like a specter over here. Hold on. And bombs. No wait, cause who are you? I can't do anything with that yet. I thought it was an enemy. Wait, one at a time. Oh no. Oh, black shields, of course. No, but what are you? Oh, it's a treasure chest. That's cool. Black shields, what did it do?
More of my mother's men.
Oh, hey. Lost track of them. Okay, which way are we going? This way? I don't. Wait, no. Wait, wrong. Sorry, Ambrosia. I meant this one. I'm sorry.
Good girl. Be safe.
There, then she goes away. So this one. This way. More of them. Fallen bugs and hunters.
Get him.
Oops. I meant to go to the one nearest me.
Get him.
This might take a while.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Was there a long way? Yes, there was. I jumped off the cliff. Wow. Oh, Jesus.
Get him.
Oh, blood.
Blood.
This might be
Hyde.
it.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and
Shut
welcome
up
lasting
and
dawn.
fight us.
On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
I'll show you a true sweet of Rosalia.
Kicked his ass, literally. Wait, who's curing? Who's curing? Hold it. Hold. 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 You. Fool. Aw, dang it. Him and his guard. Oops, oops, I missed.
Too slow.
Allergy flu. I get indoor allergies. Like air blowing. Like dust. Oh, that looks so cool. Both of them with their swords at the same time. That was awesome. That looked very cool. Wish I could have caught that in slow-mo or something. Jill was like, and Clive was like, wow.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Ew.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Wait, let me check something. I haven't been upgrading my abilities. I got like over 1,000 here. Lightning rod. Judgment Bolt. Oh wait, I love Judgment Bolt. Hold on. We'll have to come back to it. Because I do love Judgment Bolts. Ooh, Aerial Blast. Oh, sick. Oops. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Yeah, I think this is where the atrocity is.
Find something, boy. Death.
Oh, found her.
Yeah, this. This. How horrid and sick. First I thought this was an East Pool, but no, it was here. This is worse than East Pool, actually.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
Who knows?
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
Disgusting.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
True. Let's scope the scenery. Not that way, though. We've already seen that. Oh, and there's someone just like on the ground too. Get away! Stop eating them. Ooh. That's horrible. Well, we move on. Sadly. You gotta just leave him there for
We're
now.
approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
We gonna find out. For sure, for sure. What's this thing? Part of the bridge? Well, part of the bridge. It's who are you?
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
They can't come back for whatever reason. Quiet Sands. Downhill. Devil crab. Kind of miss some of my old moves. Oops. We have to get back Rise of the Phoenix. Wait, where? Oh, hey, whoa. Okay, this way then. The Silken Strand.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Actually, I really like that. I can't give that one up. She's fun. She's fun. Pop out, pop out.
Over here. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Over here.
Good job, Total.
Iceland's dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh, get enough
Fuck off.
And the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties. Cut you down where you stand.
Don't die.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
There was another gate.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. And Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
The Lazarus District.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Yeah, all this overgrowth. We haven't pet Torval in a while.
You were right, boy. Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Or not. No, no. No healing. Where's the one with the staff? You!
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Let's wait.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
How do they look the same age now? And he was 15 before. And he was whatever
inside.
age. They look the same age now. It's wild. Must have not been that old back then.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Let's do another little savey poo.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord. Will that be all?
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade.
Yeah, no, Clexy really seems older than him.
Very good.
Wild.
Now make ready for battle. As you command.
Okay, okay. I'm here. I'm awake. I'm good.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
So we shall. Okay. Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will also be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Dope. Alright, let's confront these Black Shields. Put an end to the tyranny.
The Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since. There they are. On your command, my lord.
I need allergy medication. Oh dear. What are they talking so sternly about?
I told you. We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
Like a woman can't
Then
beat your
come.
ass. And
Die
has.
along with your flame. For Azaria!
For Azaria!
About to shut him up. Wait.
On these our swords
The one with the staff first. The one with the staff first. Because we can't have them healing. Sorry. I forgot to lock on again. Or how to lock on again.
This one.
Oh god. Hold on. Like I said, locking on is not my strong suit in this game.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight.
Oh. A wool wyvern.
More dragons.
another.
Get him. This one.
A noble stand.
Night of the Lasting Dark.
Albeit a misguided one.
Oh, so you have thicker armor.
In
Ooh.
taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Fancy trick. Fancy trick. Oh. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Let me cook. Let me cook.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Black or white? Oh. Oh. Powering through.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Nice. Burnt blade. Seal obtained.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Port Isolde, the Imperial Province of Rosaria. And Rosefield Manor, where Uncle Byron resides. Oh, this scene is so good.
Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosefield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue. You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo,
Love
Uncle.
it.
You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive. My
Like,
dear
what a
boy.
cute way to
It's really you.
to do that.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
Yeah, we need food. When the last time we had food? The apple?
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
The apple.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
There it is.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Why then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
He's just happy to be along for the ride. Jill has hesitations and reservations about going to Ironhome, facing her past.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustenus in the space of 3 days.
3 days, wow.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now,
I remember being so scared because I thought she was gonna
as much
die.
as all the others.
I was like, if this game kills off Jill before, not even before they come together as one. If they kill her off, period, I'm gonna. I was so upset. I was so disturbed, if you will. I was afraid. But we will see. We will see what happens. I will not spoil anything. Back to the hideaway.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom.
Truth.
Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
And I think this is a good stopping place. Excuse me, because we've got quests on quests on quests. Vivian has updates. We learned a lot of lore. And my allergies are having a fit, so I gotta get out of here. Okay? But anyway, I've always liked that scene with Uncle Byron. I really like it. He's a lovable character for sure. He is. But anyway. Ooh. Okay. Goodness, I hate it. Alright, so when we return, Heavy Monsters is our main quest, and we'll do some side quests and move ahead. So that is it for Tuesday. Thank you all who tuned in to part 7 of Final Fantasy 16. I'll be back this Friday for part 8. We're moving right along. It's a long game. I wonder how many parts it's going to end up being, because I haven't been streaming long hours, or really even as much as I did whatchamacallit, Rebirth. With Rebirth, I was doing 3.5 hours each, maybe pushing 4 or longer by a little bit. And then the last stream I did was 11 hours? I don't know. It was a lot of hours. Anyway, I'm hoping that I don't even know where I was going. I lost my train of thought. I need to get medication. Anyway, thank you so much. Be back Friday. And that's all I have to say. I'm getting tired. I need to take something for allergies. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week.